Everyone, I'm Mary Coleman. I'm the R&D coordinator at Appalachian. I'd like to welcome you to the Wilkes Community College and Appalachian State 3+1 information session. We have a lot of great information for you. Our people who've worked together on this, and along with our administration and our transfer services team and everyone, I'd like to point out a few key people that you'll see. Emily Orr is the Wilkes Director of Nursing, and you all, a lot of y'all probably already know her, but she is a great resource for questions on campus. And then Jane Dowdy works in our Transfer Admissions and Engagement Office as the Associate Director of Transfer and Military Recruitment, and she will be at Wilkes fairly often this next semester. So she's a great person to know. Her email's here, and she will be many of your counselors as you come in. And then, like I said, I'm Mary Coleman. I'm the program coordinator for our R&D program. I also teach within the program as well. So we have an articulation agreement between Wilkes and Appalachian State to be collaborative educational partners. So what that means is we've worked hard to take away as many barriers as we can to help provide options and streamline the experience through for students between the institutions, and help those credits transfer well, and then also help kind of with the pre-planning, help you as you were going through your program at Wilkes to think about what you need to do, think about how to best plan your coursework so that it transfers well and that you meet the criteria. So a student, the way it looks, the student takes their classes at Wilkes and completes their associate's degree in nursing. During this time, you will tell your advisor that you want to participate in the 3+1 program. And then we help make sure that you've met those needs with the goal of meeting the prerequisites for App State. So we work with the advisors where we can talk directly to you. I'm available to meet with students. I speak often with the advisors on classes that we'll take. And we are, as the students are on track to finish, so that last year that you have at Wilkes, when you're going to finish up your prerequisites, you've completed your ADN, you're doing your you'll do your NCLEX that year. We encourage you to apply prior to the fall semester. So we admit students each fall. If you're going to have all of your requirements in by the fall, we encourage you to apply early in, in the fall. We can do it in the fall before, or certainly in the spring before, because we do offer conditional admission, which saves your place in the program while you're completing your prerequisites, making sure everything's done. I will point out some of the different things that we've got on our transfer guide. We have the articulation agreement in case you're interested in the specific language on that. And then we have two really great crosswalks. And what these are, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see, is that they help you look at what you're taking at Wilkes, what you're taking, what you may be brought in, and gives you some ideas of some classes to take. You don't have to take these exact classes for some of them, as you could take music appreciation instead of art appreciation, for example. But, there are some classes that we don't wiggle on, like microbiology in the lab. And that's what we're here to help you with, is to help you decide what classes to take. This is kind of a plan set out if that works for you. Then you take the NCLEX and then you come into our program. There's more information here as well. So there's one example if you want to do your classes and then your nursing classes, and then do your prerequisites as well. And then I'm gonna go back to this. And then there's also a crosswalk here that has kind of a different option where you do your nursing classes, you do all your associate's degree work, you take your NCLEX, then you have another year of prerequisites, getting our nursing prerequisites in while you're working. And then you can do the RN-to-BSN program here. So some different options. Your advisor can talk to you about what works best for you. And there may, if you have a previous bachelor's degree, let's shoot me an email, we'll talk about it, because your expectations are going to look a little bit different. If you've got coursework that's older than 10 years, we most certainly accept it, but the evaluation looks a little bit different. So we'll have to make sure our transfer admission and engagement team really weighs in on that. If you have previous coursework, we've also got a transfer guide. So this way you can look up your class, and let's see, we'll find Wilkes on here. And let's say that so then you can look through here, you can search, but let's say you took Art 111. And you can see what that transfers to at Appalachian State, okay? To make sure, to see how things transfer, to see what it looks like, that kind of thing. We also have a really great pre-application. So this, you click online and then you say nursing, and then no. So this will walk you through all of the questions that we'll ask you as you go through the process. So I would encourage you to work, if you're interested now, to start working on this. You can choose in progress if that's what you're doing, working on this requirement. And it goes through all of our required coursework. It goes through the expectations as far as our required core courses that you have to complete, your humanities classes, fine arts, your social behavioral sciences. So it goes through all your different classes. It also lists out the different options that may work well for you as well. And then we also have our required Cognet courses, anatomy and physiology, statistics, micro and developmental psych. So that's what this looks like. And you can fill that out, and then it'll get you with a transfer counselor, and they can help you kind of figure out exactly what you need and work through this process together. Once you get the core done and the cognets done, some students will need some electives, and a question I get a lot is, what electives should I do? And really any course that transfers can be considered an elective. So you can look at this transfer equivalency, and you maybe you did a PE class, and you wanted to know how your step aerobics class will transfer. Well, it transfers in as a PE activity, so that may not meet the requirements, but you can see some of the other electives that would transfer. So some of those different things you can look at here. And then another thing I'd like to point out is that all of our prerequisites need to be completed before we start the program. Okay, there's not room for prerequisites once you've started the program, so we ask that all students complete them before. So that's why we're working hard now to make sure you've got everything in that you need. As far as requirements for entry, you must meet the transfer admission requirements to the university, have completed your associate's degree. Again, we can offer a conditional admission if all of this is pending, but you do have to complete it before you start in the fall with us. Hold a current unrestricted nursing license in North Carolina or compact state, a cumulative GPA of 2.5 over your college coursework, and then 60 hours of lower division coursework. Cost-wise, currently App State tuition is about $200 a credit hour. Our program is 30 credit hours over 3 semesters. We've got some other options for you. And then each semester has a $260 book rental flat fee that you can opt out of if you want to buy your own textbooks. And then we also have a yearly charge, depending on the program that you choose, of $150 for our clinical tracking system. We are offering $500 scholarships to the first 3 students participating from 2021 to 2023 school years. And this scholarship award is based on when you accept. So this is, if you're thinking about the program, it's important to get your information in a timely manner and accept your final offer of admission, which means you turn in your transcript, you turn in your NCLEX stuff, all that kind of stuff. So is this right for you? Do you want us to help you figuring out what classes will transfer well? And then also, do you want to complete your BSN 1 calendar year after meeting the prereqs? So what we see a lot of students do who are in school mode, I'm going to pull up our different options. So we have our RN to BSN option. We have 3 plans. So you can do a 3+1, which means 3 years at Wilkes and 1 year with us. Or if you want to slow it down a little bit, you can do a 3+2 or even a 3+3. So if we look at this 1 year plan, it's a pretty busy plan. It's like being back in school. We have lots of students who work full time while they do that, but it is a significant portion of your time, so somewhere between 15 to 20 hours a week. So you've got your fall, spring, and summer. So it's one calendar year that you get everything done. And then we've got a 2-year plan that is fall, spring, summer twice. And so it's 2 classes a semester, and then it goes to 1. And then you've got a 3-year plan that is 1 class per semester for the next 3 years. And that may be something that y'all are interested in. So lots of different options for you as a student coming into Appalachian. If you're interested, let your advisor know. We'll add a special code to your transcript. You'll see communication from me, and we'll work together with your advisor to make sure that you have the classes that you need, okay? So please let me know if you have questions. We are so excited that you are interested. My email is Coleman, COLEMANMA1 at appstate.edu. I'm going to go back to this first slide, and you can see my email here if you've got questions, and we're happy to help. Thank you all for your interest, and please let me know if you need anything.